With the second test plane well into its flight schedule, the entry into service of the colossal Boeing 777X is inching ever closer. In development since the early 2010s, the giant wide-body plane promises to push the boundaries of range, efficiency and power. But why did Boeing decide to develop the colossal plane? First, let's go back to the original 777, which entered service in 1995. With more than 1,600 of the models selling over the subsequent years, the long-range wide-body jetliner fast became a staple of many long-haul airlines. Despite Airbus with its own twin-engine A330 product range, the greater seating capacity the 777 meant Boeing was leading in the wide-body market. The subsequent development of the 787 Dreamliner threatened to shrink Airbus's market further, so the European manufacturer went back to the drawing board. By 2004, Airbus had firmed up the concept of the A350 XWB. Its increased efficiency, huge capacity and extensive range made it a definite step up from the 777, demanding a response from Boeing. By 2011, Boeing had its answer ready to reveal to the world. Boeing announced the 777X with 3 different models on the table. The 777-9 would stretch the frame of the 777-300ER by 4 sections to make it more than 76 meters in length. The proposed 99,500 pound-force engines would provide 21% lower fuel burn and 16% reduction in its operating cost. Alongside the Dash 9, Boeing proposed a smaller 777-8, which would essentially be a stretch of the 777-200ER. The longer Dash 8 would take this model to almost 70 meters in length and was targeted to compete directly with the A350-900. The final model proposed was the 777-8LX, an ultra-long-range version of the new aircraft with a mission range of almost 10,000 nautical miles. It was hoped that this variant would enable new, longer flights such as Sydney to London without a stop. It's almost as if Boeing saw Project Sunrise coming, even though it lost that race. As well as extending the fuselage of the popular 777, the new 777X was proposed to have a new carbon fibre reinforced polymer wing. This composite wing would span a massive 65 to 68.6 metres. However, to keep it out of the code F bracket with the A380 and 747, Boeing proposed the now iconic folding wingtips. Boeing's aggressive response to the A350 XWB has culminated in the plane we've seen undertaking test flights today. Although there are now only 2 variants of the 777X on offer, the 777-8LX could make a comeback further down the line should demand arise. The end result is largely in line with what was proposed almost 10 years ago, but now we can see just how special this huge aircraft is. The 777-9 is the world's largest twin-jet aircraft and is, as proposed, more than 76 meters in length. The 99,500 pound-force engines have actually ended up being 105,000 pound-force and are the most powerful jet engines in the world. The GE9X is also General Electric's most fuel-efficient power plant and produces more thrust than America's first spaceflight. While the folding wingtips are the real showstoppers of the new aircraft, at least from a passenger's perspective, the 777X offers a whole lot more for its customers. Lower fuel burn, more passenger capacity, and a greater range than its predecessors makes the 777X an appealing aircraft for long-haul operations. Are you excited to see the 777X enter service? Let us know in the comments below. Did you know that we publish over 175 stories every single week on simpleflying.com? Be sure to check the link in the description for more great stories just like this. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe before you go.